What's going on, Five Night Gaming Crew? Lethal One up here, joined by Iron Cane to talk about the Nintendo Direct a little bit, right? We all just got done watching it, and I mean, Iron Cane are sitting here and we're saying, man, this Direct. I guess there's some mixed talks about this Direct, right? So there's some people who are like, yo, I'm totally fine with how this Direct went. This was awesome. And then I know there's me, and I think maybe Iron Cane might be feeling the same way, but, you know, we're kind of sitting here like, man, not a bad Direct, right? It was a good Direct, some good announcements, but not what we were expecting from a Direct that was, again, it was like one of the, it's just a regular Direct, right? This isn't one of those like indie showcases. This isn't like a mini one. This is back to it being just a full-blown Direct again, and we haven't had one of these for about, I think it's like over a year at this point. So let me toss it over to you, Iron Cane. I know there was a lot of announcements that me and you both were just like, man, we're surprised they kind of shown it. They showed it here instead of having like a separate little mini Direct or, again, like an indie showcase by itself to showcase some of these games that they announced. So just give me your overall thoughts and what you feel about some of these announcements.
Yeah, you kind of touched on it. I think there were certain, like some games, like the chat was trolling Nas that they wanted to play the DC Girls game. And it's just like, you know, for them not doing a Direct for so long, it's just like no disrespect to those developers making that game or to, you know, DC Girls or whatever, that property. It's just that, you know, since it's been so long since we had a Direct, I want to see heavy hitters, man. And like, there's a lot of anniversaries happening this year. Zelda is one of them, especially Mario just had his, and you know, I think a lot of people expected a lot more punches. We saw like some zombie game. I don't know. It's just like, it's not that these games should not be shown. It's just that not in a Direct. Like they could be shown in a mini Direct or an indies type of thing, but I don't think they should be shown in a full-fledged Direct, in my opinion. But other than that, I thought it was decent. Like I didn't think the Direct was horrible, like some people are saying. It was decent.
No, I totally agree. And guys, right now you can kind of see what we have shared or on the screen here because we're going to be using the IGN article that pretty much just summarized a lot of the announcements that were said. It might be missing maybe one or two. I'm not quite sure, but for the most part of like what we're talking about is, you know, right here. Like DC Superhero Girls, this is what Iron was talking about. Some of the other games, we were just like, oh, we were surprised they kind of talked about it and went a little bit more in depth with it. There was like the Plants vs. Zombies one. Actually, Knockout City, we're going to hold off on this. We're going to come back to this one. World's End Club looked actually pretty interesting. That was from the creators of Danganronpa. That was a pretty cool one. Bravely Default 2 we saw. There was Saga, Ghosts and Goblins, Apex Legends coming. Hades getting a physical edition. Again, some of these announcements, yeah, you could definitely say that we were surprised to kind of see it being used here. I think, you know, I don't know if I don't know if you agree with me, but I think, like you said too, you know, I think a lot of us, man, maybe it's just me and this is just what I'm thinking, but like Metroid, maybe not Metroid Prime 4, right? Maybe not the next one because I think a lot of us here know that, you know, there was something that went on with, I forget, it was something with the development team. They kind of like, you know, got
they
some
changed
people
direction.
involved.
Like they halted whatever they were working
and it's
on.
doing,
they redid everything apparently.
Yep. So I think that's why, like, I wasn't expecting that, right? I mean, if we got something, that would have been cool, but I wasn't expecting it because I know that was like just recent when they did that whole new direction change with some people and whatnot. So I don't expect anything big for that, but at the very least, man, I was hoping to maybe get a trilogy of like the Metroid Prime trilogy.
Yeah.
To port it over and brought over to the Switch. That I thought would have been something really cool to see. I mean, are you a fan of? Iron, you sound like a fan of Metroid. So give me your thoughts, dude. You wanted to see that too, right?
I was so depressed. They released like this Metroid game on a 3DS a couple years back, and it's just like like pull the plug on the 3DS, man. The Switch is your baby. Put stuff on the Switch. They should port that to the Switch. I don't know how it would look, but that was frustrating to see that. I never even played the game because it was on the 3DS personally.
Yeah, I think I like fell off with my 3DS. I don't know, maybe a couple years before, maybe a year or two before the Switch came out. I don't know. I feel like Switch came out, dude, and I just stopped. But I don't think it was just like me and us in particular. I think Nintendo themselves were like, we're going in with Switch. Like we're just full support. Next Pokemon game I think came out not too long ago that was like made right for Switch, and that's it. I don't even, to be honest, I couldn't even tell you if anything is still coming out for Switch or if they're even still supporting it. I don't even know. Feel like I've even seen anything. I don't know if you know anything about that, but it's been a minute.
Yeah. So did you want to go into our top three?
Yes, sir. So right now I'm kind of just scrolling through here just to kind of look at some of the games. Again, they mentioned a lot of things. They gave us some more Monster Hunter Rise information. Again, like Tales from Borderlands got announced. I don't know if we want to see that.
Yeah. The game's like 4 years old or something like that.
Yeah, I'm just looking at some of the games that I wanted to kind of mention. Like, okay, this is one particular, No More Heroes. Have you ever played No More Heroes?
I haven't.
Iron
I've
King?
heard.
Or have you ever
I've
heard
heard
about
it's
it?
very good. I bought 1 and 2. I have not touched them yet, but I'm excited for 3 for sure.
Yeah, so same here. I played one, but it's been so long I don't even remember too much of it. But I know this was a game that a lot of people were anticipated, or a lot of people wanted to see. So I'm kind of glad. Like, this is one of the games I'm definitely excited that got announced. Whereas No More Hero 3, it looks like it hasn't released it for August 2021, which is awesome. Basically, it just showed off some of the gameplay. There was some in-game mini games of like I think it showed Travis was like mowing the lawn.
Yeah.
There was like a bunch of just like funny things, because like if you ever looked into this game, it's kind of like wacky. It's crazy. It's a little bit random. It's all over the place.
Yeah, for sure. Kind of like I've been playing through the Yakuza series. It reminds me of that. Like it.
Yeah.
I don't know if the story is as serious as Yakuza, but it seems like it has like funny like side missiony like mini games and stuff like that.
Yeah.
For
But it looks good. Yeah, it looks good. So that was one that I kind of just wanted to touch upon a little bit, because I know that was a big one that people were excited for. This is one that I thought was pretty interesting. Like this is what I mean. Like, this is a game that I thought was cool to kind of announce here. Neon White. I don't know if you remember this from the Nintendo Direct, Iron King, but this was like that first person game that looked like it was super fast paced. But then it looked like it had like a card system that it was like it said stomping. I think one was like attack. Did you remember this one from the
someone
trailer?
said it was like first-person Dragon Ball Legends or something.
Oh my god, something like that. But other people were also saying, what was it called, like Mirror's Edge kind of vibe to it, right? Because like you were just doing a bunch of things, like you're climbing buildings, and it was all over the place. But it looked interesting, so I thought that was a cool one to definitely look a little bit more into. There's another one right here. This one, Knockout City. This looked really cool. This was that dodgeball game, and I actually wanted to just. Let me see. It says Knockout City is a dodgeball multiplayer game headed to Nintendo Switch. No other big details about that, but the game itself just reminded me that it looks like it's another take that Nintendo is doing at like another what's the word I'm looking for here?
Ninjala, something like that.
Yeah, Ninjala, that's what it was. Like a battle arena style game, right? That's what I'm trying to get into. But dude, dodgeball. You know, like you saw people jumping and running off walls and stuff like that, and catching, throwing it. It was crazy.
Like, someone, like an actual player, like rolled up into a ball and they threw another player at another player. Like, that was pretty sick.
Yeah, dude. What's it called? There was even moments where it showed for gameplay. It was showing like a player would catch the ball, toss it to a teammate, and then that teammate would spike it at the other player. Like, it was really cool. It had a couple features that they kind of showed in that little trailer that I thought, hey, this actually looks like a lot of fun to play. And did you, by any chance, Iron King, did you have a chance to play Ninjala?
No, I never touched it personally.
So I did, and I just couldn't get into it. And maybe it's just I don't know. I don't know if it was just maybe the gameplay, the art style, or maybe how, I don't know exactly what it was, but it just didn't really catch me into it. But I think this looks like it's going to catch me into it. Just, I don't know. I was a big dodgeball fan growing up, so maybe that's why. But dude, this definitely caught my attention. And this is something that I'm actually really looking forward to doing. And you guys might see this on 5.9. We're going to have to cover this at some point. Iron, you're going to have to hop in on that one.
You say so, boss.
And then that's pretty. I think those are pretty much the two other ones besides. I think the ones that me and you kind of both can agree on. What we were really excited for. Samurai Warriors 5 looked really cool. I'm gonna go up a little bit here. Ninja Gaiden: The Collection was announced, which is really cool.
Is that gonna be Nintendo exclusive? Or
no. They actually, I saw they announced it for PS4 and Xbox One as well.
Okay, interesting.
Yeah, so it's coming there as well. And I think a lot of people were mentioning too, if you have Ultimate, I think if you have Game Pass Ultimate, I think you already have access to like the first Ninja Gaidens or something like that. But either way, I mean, it's cool. It's a collection, right? It comes with all three. So that's not bad. Okay, jumping into more of the things that we're more excited about. So Iron King, I'm gonna go and say one of my first games that I'm excited about, and then we'll go into you, okay? So this one, for me right here, I have it on the screen here. No, don't look at Fall Guys right below it. No, we didn't even talk about Fall Guys for a reason. I think we're all kind of past Fall Guys. That's not it.
It's fun, but
Star Wars. Oh, go ahead.
I was just say, Fall Guys is fun, but it's like, I feel like the hype has died down.
Yeah, and I think that's what it is. The hype at this point just died. I mean, some people are still playing. Don't get me wrong. Some people are definitely still playing it. So it's fun. I just think it's definitely not as like the same spot anymore. But where I was getting into was Star Wars Hunters was announced for Nintendo Switch, and this is actually one of the ones that I saw that I was like, whoa. it was more of just a teaser, right? They didn't really show any gameplay. You kind of just saw, I don't know if it was like you were in a room or something, and you saw the Stormtrooper helmet, and that was really it. They didn't really show too much about it, but there is a little bit of a description here that IGN kind of posted, and it says, Star Wars Hunters is a new free-to-play squad-based online multiplayer game by Zynga that is set between Return of the Jedi and The Force Awakens. It is headed to Switch in 2021. This is really, for me, this is actually pretty exciting. It's free-to-play, so I don't know about that part of it. That's the part that gets me a little bit nervous, but I mean, I guess we'll have to see. My thing is, if it's something that's like Battlefront 2 kind of style, I think I'll be excited for it. I mean, I was one of those people that actually liked Battlefront 2, so I don't know. Iron King, have you ever played the Battlefront series at all?
Battlefront, EA's Battlefront, actually, I wasn't really a big fan of, because when I thought Battlefront, I thought of the original PS2 games. I really like the reinforcement systems with the command post, and EA's versions completely threw it out the window, so I kind of hold a grudge against those games. So I've never personally liked them that much. But I heard 2 got better. I heard 2 got better, so I'll give those games that.
Yeah. So I guess for me, that's what I'm looking for. I mean, if it's something that's similar to that style, right? Just like a big online multiplayer and you're just going at it. But it just say it's squad based, so that'll be interesting. Maybe like a 4-on-4 type of situation. Who knows? But it's free to play and it's gonna be on Switch, so that's pretty exciting. That's hype for me. So Iron King, I'm gonna pass over to you. Give me one of the ones that you were excited for. We'll go like 3. If you had to go like 3, 2, 1, let's do something like that.
For number 1 for me, I was really surprised for the Pyra Mythra announcement. I was assuming there was gonna be like no Xenoblade 2 reps because Rex was a Mii costume, so I was thinking like, well, that's a done deal. But then they were pretty slick about it. They put Pyra Mythra as the character instead of Rex. I think Rex is just like, he's in one of the taunts, so like Rex kind of got cucked here, but yeah.
Dude, I'm upset about that. I'm upset about that. I wanted to see Rex. If anything, I wanted to be like the game, right? With like him as like Pyra as like the driver, because he was. Oh no, I'm sorry. He was a driver. They were the blades, right? Rosalina, so that would have been a cool,
Luma, right? Yeah. Like Rosalina. Yeah, that would have been really sick. But
that would have been really cool. But go ahead, continue. Do my bad. I cut you off. Go ahead.
Fine then. Yeah, for number 2 for me would have to be Splatoon 3. I played Splatoon 2. I was a little disappointed. I never played the first one. I didn't really get too into Wii U. But when I saw that it was, I guess, a sequel, but it wasn't, they didn't add too much, apparently, from what I understand. And I was a little disappointed with the multiplayer. Apparently, it was very difficult to play with friends and matchmaking. But the game was fun. I was really into it for a while, so I'm really hyped to see what they do with 3, for sure. And then my third favorite is Skyward Sword. I really, really like that game.
Yeah, and there's no way we can't pass this one up.
Yeah, and then if I had to pick like an honorable mention, I'd say that Mario Golf game looked pretty sick. I personally wasn't a fan of Toadstool Tour on the GameCube because I thought it was just very basic. It was just golf of Mario characters.
I didn't even try it.
Yeah, it's just it didn't feel like you just hit the golf ball with Mario characters. There wasn't any like special effects or anything like that. Unless I just sucked at the game. I never experimented with that. But I like that new mode that they have where you can like run around the field. Like that looks really fun. Where you like race to get the ball in the hole. Like that looks really fun. And then
go ahead. Yep.
I think
any other?
Trying to think what else. Bravely Default 2. I'm hyped for as well. I never played the first one, but I heard like that game is really, really good. And then Octopath Traveler's like kind of getting not a sequel per se, but like in the same vein. It was like what, Triangle something the game was called?
Yeah, Triangle Strategy.
Yeah.
It's Project Triangle Strategy. It was a work in progress title, I believe.
Yeah.
I think I remember seeing that in the actual thing. Yeah.
Yeah, but those are probably my top 3 games, including those 2 like for honorable mentions that I'm most hyped for.
So, got it. So I mentioned Star Wars. That was one of them, and then I kind of want to go back and. Let me see. Power Method for me, same thing. I think I already mentioned it. It's super hype for me. I know a lot of people are not happy about that decision. A lot of people are like, no, another anime sword fighter or whatever the case may be. I saw a lot of those comments floating around the internet. But I mean, hey, it's cool for me. You know, I'm down for it. But I do feel like I'm like you, man. I kind of wish Rex was more involved with it. Yeah. But he's in the Ultimate Smash, so like that's he's in a Smash deck.
I wanted to mention about because Pyra Mythra, they had like a third form where they like kind of fuse and they have like a green-haired version. I was assuming that was gonna be like the final Smash or something, but apparently it looks like unless there's more to be seen, I don't think they do anything with that, which is
Well, they have it where like it goes into Mithra form, right? I mean, I don't know if are you talking about like the big I don't remember the exact names. Was it like the big robot stuff like that?
No,
I can't remember the names for the edit for the I don't know.
Yeah, there's Pyro.
They transform, and I know what you mean.
Yeah.
I know what you mean though.
There was just a version of Pyro Mithra where they had green hair, and I just didn't see that when the character revealed, so I was a little confused about that. Maybe they're not doing it. I don't know.
I don't know. We'll see. I mean, I'm sure there's gonna obviously be a separate direct to go more in depth with that. If we miss anything about that, you guys let us know down below. But I'm sure we'll get more information for that. Let me see. Yeah, that was for March 2021, so that's actually pretty soon. Now that I think about it. Jumping back down, for me, Skyward Sword definitely goes up there. I mentioned for like my third one, it was definitely the Star Wars announcement, right? I wasn't a big fan of Splatoon ever growing up, and I just couldn't get into it. But Iron pretty much went on that one. Pyro Mythic for me was definitely like my second big announcement that I was really hyped for. But my number one, I kind of put it with Iron King to say that like, dude, Skyward Sword looks really good. We're not gonna go really in depth with this at all because we actually covered it on a separate video. So make sure you guys check out the other video that dropped for the Skyward Sword. We did one on that one already, which you guys can. It should be up already by the time this video goes up because we did it in reverse order. So apologies about that. Jump down. I'm gonna actually just real quickly. I want to mention how cool the Joy-Cons look for the special edition for the Skyward Sword. I have to get that. No, I know. We were saying that we were like, man, this is probably gonna sell like right away, and there was no pre-order date set, so we are like, okay, good. So we're good for now. It just says July 16th, so maybe we'll all have the chance to do it all at the same time.
Man.
But I saw that. I think you kind of touched upon it already too. Mario Golf Super Rush. I personally would have loved to have seen a Strikers.
Man.
I fell in love with those, and like with the soccer one so much, and I would have loved to have seen that. But this is cool because I can't even remember the last Mario Golf one that we've gotten. I don't even know when was the last one that we've gotten.
I think it was GameCube.
I think.
I feel like it was.
Was it? Yeah, I was gonna say because I can't even think back did we get it back in like it's been so long that I can't remember. But I mean, yeah, for me, it kind of goes back to GameCube. So for the golf fans out there, this looks really cool. But I think that new mode that it kind of went into a little bit detail about, right? Which was I think it's a speed golf multiplayer mode. That looks super interesting. It kind of gave like. I don't know. We were joking around in chat saying like, oh, maybe this is gonna be like it had like the Smash Bros kind of vibe to it or Mario Party vibe to it because you were running down the field hitting the other golfers or players. I don't know. It was something interesting. So that was a really cool thing that we saw there.
Eventually, sorry to cut you off. I think like they did tennis. They're doing golf. Hopefully, they will get to the baseball games. Those are personally my favorite. And hopefully they'll get the Strikers too. And I thought Sports Mix was pretty decent too for the Wii. Maybe we'll do something like that. They did basketball at one point for the DS, which I thought was
that was quite played. So
hopefully they'll get to everything on the Switch.
You know what it is, Iron. They're waiting for the Switch Pro. That's it. Guys. They're waiting for the Switch Pro next year. I'm calling it. It has to be next year. We're due for that upgrade.
Yeah, it's been a minute.
Let's see. What was the other one? I guess no. I thought there was one more that I wanted to say, but I think that was it. The Knockout City one was like the other like honorable kind of mention that I wanted to say.
Did you want to touch on the rest of the Zelda news, like the new Age of Calamity stuff?
Yeah. I mean, we also covered that in the video too.
That's true.
So don't even have to worry about that. We actually covered about that too. So again, the Zelda stuff we covered in the video, so we're good. I think we tackled most of the stuff that we kind of had the interest in. No More Heroes had to get talked about. We kind of mentioned that already. But yeah, I don't know, dude. See, I kind of go back to this list and I'm like, man, like the Power Myth announcements, Smash announcements are like really cool. But like in terms of big game announcements, it's like it's a port, and nothing big. New brand new title. Or Splatoon. I guess Splatoon 3 is the big one. I guess.
I mean, in terms of Nintendo's own IPs, I would say that's like the biggest project because Mario, that's a spin-off the golf game. Pyro Mythra, that's DLC. In terms of core Nintendo titles, I think that Skyward Sword, that's the remaster. So yeah, in terms of new projects, I think Splatoon 3 really wasn't that the thing they showed last as well? Yeah, so that was the closer.
That was like the big closer. So I just not much really to add on to this. I think that goes back to show how much we were a little upset. But I mean, again, it's not that there wasn't Yeah, it's mixed feelings. It's not like it was a bad direct. I don't think it was bad at all. I think there was a lot of cool announcements here, especially Skyward Sword. Again, I have never got to play that one, and you guys will see it in the video for more details. But I think that was a good Zelda one that kind of dropped in there. Plus, we didn't actually even talk about it. But Iron, you mentioned that we should be looking forward to some anniversaries, right? I mean, the Zelda one should be coming super soon.
Oh, actually, they had a little thing for there's a little thing for Animal Crossing. You could they're putting in Mario costumes and stuff. I think that was like one of the things we missed. And then something for Miitopia, something similar to like the Street Pass thing they had on the 3DS, where you could like fight with other.
We briefly mentioned that.
Okay, yeah, but I think that was about it. But
yeah, I mean, unless we missed anything, you guys let us know down below as always. But I think that was mostly it. Yeah, man. So if you had to give this no, we're not gonna rate it. We're not gonna rate it. I was gonna say if you could give it a rate. No, don't let me not even go into that territory. I think we're good. I think we're good to close out right here. So everybody, you let us know down below what was your big hype announcements that you saw from Nintendo Direct. Let us know down below in the comment section. How about for Smash, Pyra Mythra? I know we saw in chat, a lot of people were not happy about this. So for you that are watching right here on YouTube, you let us know down below. Was Pyra and Mythra an okay option to see for the next character for Smash Brothers? Listen, Sora fans out there, my Kingdom Hearts fans, one day, maybe one day. Don't know. I doubt it'll happen because, we all know how that whole situation works with Disney and whatnot. But maybe one day we'll finally get that. Who knows? But yeah, man, Iron King, any last things to add in?
Not man, you basically covered it. I got my Sonic background up right now. I was hoping for another Sonic rep. I think it's a little disrespectful.
Yeah.
Sonic has been in three Smash games and hasn't had another rep. And like Ryu just got, and he already got Ken, and like all these other characters got double reps. It's not fair, man. It's not right. It's not right. Put some respect on the man Sonic's name.
I forget that. Yeah, Sonic could use some loving too, man. I know that people want to see Crash. That was another big one.
Yeah, I would.
But I mean, yeah. I think we were due for like a Nintendo, another big, more of a Nintendo character to kind of drop in here. So
there's no Sony reps technically, right? I mean, if you count Cloud, I guess technically, but like,
I was gonna say, I don't know if you want to count the Square Enix ones. I mean, that's I don't know. Maybe we'll see Kratos one day. I don't know.
I don't know, man. He's pretty.
the day we see that will be with like Master Chief and like Xbox. I don't know. We don't even want to go into that territory. Yeah. We'll have to see that for like a separate video. But cool. I think we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna close it out here. Thank you guys for watching, and don't forget to comment down below with everything that I just mentioned before in regards to, give me your thoughts on it. Yeah, we're going to close out here. I'm Lethal1Up. That was Iron Cane, and we'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace.